Alright, we should be running now. Hello if there's anyone in here. But yes, we are going to be playing StarTropics. I have never played this before. First, I am going to read the operations guide, though.
I had to refresh, but hey, Rockman's here too. Not that I'm going to be giving any help unless he really needs it. Apparently they did change some of the information. Hey Buck, like in
Hey Buck. Oh, I need to adjust my window. The chat's like going off the screen there. How does that look on XSplit? Okay, that's fine.
Things that you're reading might be different from my instruction manual.
Yeah, probably.
Because I think they changed some of the names of the things, which sucks.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, so the only thing I've ever seen of this game, several years ago I watched a video review of it, and I thought it looked a lot like the interface looked a lot like Zelda 1. And aside from that, all I've ever seen of it was Gaming with Mist playing the game for some amount of time, and I'm sure that's not going to be any kind of advantage to me. I don't remember that much about it. So yeah, you got to register your name and all that.
I think I watched a blind Let's Play of it once, although it was a while ago. I don't remember too much about it. Of course, me and Ratmus have played this game. I'm thinking that we probably beat it at least once without like using any kind of cheats, but it's really difficult. We usually use Game Genie.
Help Mike, a 15-year-old star pitcher from Seattle, navigate his way through the islands of the Coral Sea to find his abducted uncle, Dr. Jones. You'll need all of Mike's abilities to defeat your many enemies, save your uncle, and solve the mystery of the lost ruins. If you come into contact with an enemy or trap, you lose energy. If you lose all your red hearts or fall victim to certain traps, you will lose one life. If you lose all your lives, the adventure will end. Oh, and now they have a story page.
Hey, Song.
Hey, Luxray. Okay, so there's this link. Okay, so here's the letter. But I'm not supposed to read this right now, am I?
No, you're supposed to read the letter, just don't like dump it in water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that pretty much what it's saying right there. It looks like it's exactly the same. So, let's see if the letter's the same. Looks like it's the same, yeah. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, I have the actual game cartridge and the instruction manual and the letter that it came with. And so I'm reading an actual piece of paper that is exactly what you're seeing on the screen. It's a letter from your character's Uncle Steve.
Okay, so there's two icons at the bottom here. Obviously, I don't want to click the water one, but I guess this other one is the pictures that he's talking about. Oh, no, nope, that dumps it in water. Okay, I'm scrolling back up. I'm not going to read it yet.
The picture, I think, is just further on. But actually, there is a thing on the bottom here. It says, "Caution, do not taste, eat, or otherwise consume this paper." Note, this letter is very important, so please hold on to it till the end of the game.
So yeah, I remember your weapon is a yo-yo.
Yeah, which, as you can see, it's renamed there the Island Star, but here it's called the Island Yo-Yo.
Huh. Okay, and like in Zelda 1, you have to have a certain amount of hearts to use the upgraded ones.
Yeah, except unlike in Zelda 1, if you have less than 6 hearts, your weapon will revert back to the yo-yo until you get more than 6 hearts.
Oh.
Like, imagine if in Zelda 1 your health gets down to 3 and now you're only using the wooden sword again.
Yes, I read the instructions, Lux, right? I've done that ever since I was a kid.
And plus, as you saw, the instructions are very important for this game because they came with that letter. Some of those weapons are probably renamed, like the baseball. I think is always called the Wonder Horsehide for some reason.
Yeah, it's called that here too.
So that Ebola in parentheses Twister. That's the same. It does say that the supernova weapon is only rumored to exist. So.
Okay, so with the asterisk, you can press the attack button again after it's thrown. I'll have to remember that.
I think for some of these like unusual weapons, I think to use them you hit select and then like cycle through them. I think is how it works. And like they're only for like the dungeon that you get them in, so like they'll disappear after you're in the dungeon. Also, Ratmus bought this on eBay, this copy of the game with the instruction manual, and whoever owned it before actually wrote some stuff in there. Like, he didn't dump the letter in water, but he wrote the code at the top, and like in the instruction manual, he wrote some things under like later on there's like a kind of a stopwatch thing. I don't know if you've got down that far, but like he wrote underneath it slows or stops objects from moving.
Yeah, I just found that a timer that stops or slows enemies for a short period of time.
Hey Rufio.
Hey Rufio, try your luck sign. That sounds kind of bad.
Yeah, that could either like give you extra lives or take lives away. And like if you get a game over, like I think you just continue from the start of whatever dungeon you're in. I'm pretty sure, so.
Game's progress will be saved whenever you enter or exit a dungeon, finish a chapter, or when you lose your last life.
Thanks. Just don't go with whatever Sarah thinks Rockman looks or acts like, because she just made that up completely.
Alright, we are looking at the title screen now.
There's you get points, but they don't matter, just like whose line.
Yeah, Zelda didn't have points. I guess I could turn the game up a little bit.
Also, you probably know that this game is divided into chapters. I don't know if you want to know how many chapters there are in the game.
Probably rather not. Okay, and then it just cycles back to the title screen. I think Sarah did a pretty good job on my sim that she created for me.
So this game is, what, 24 years old?
That could be.
So it's older than Buck? I was 11 when this game came out, so...
Hey, Xandra.
Welcome.
Day in summer, you land at Sea Island where Dr. Jones has his laboratory.
Doo-doo. Wish I could hear that.
And it just drops you off here on this overworld.
Just think there's going to be a tutorial?
Not really, I mean, it's an NES game.
Kind of a tutorial. Rufio's asking where your name comes from.
It was a character from an RPG I created, Rufio. Welcome to Coral Cola.
I'll tell you a wonderful tip. When you come to like a village or anything like this, you want to talk to every NPC.
Oh, I do that anyway. RPGs have conditioned me to do that.
I figured you probably already knew that, but I just re-emphasized that is in this game as well.
I'm gonna roast a pig for your welcome party.
Also, you notice the village is called Coral Cola. All of the villages in this game end with the word cola for some reason.
Dr. J.
If anyone doesn't know that Mike's father, Dr. Jones, they call him Dr. J because Dr. J was a popular basketball player in the 80s and 90s.
We come from Americola.
That lady almost looks like she has a beard, but I think it's like a shawl.
Okay, so if I hit select, it just gives me like a little status report. Let me turn the game up a little more.
Yeah, you'll hear a lot about the Southern Cross in this game. In fact, there's probably some stuff in the instruction manual that wasn't in that operations guide. Like, the Southern Cross is one of the most beautiful constellations in the southern sky. Island sailors use the Southern Cross as a guide for navigating the often dangerous waters. It also has strange powers.
Yeah, the Southern Cross is a real thing.
Yeah, but
I already talked to that guy.
It's pretty much, as the name implies, it's like pretty much only in the southern hemisphere, so we don't... In America, we might not really...
I'm Miss Coral 1990. Do you think I'm pretty? Okay.
Just like Skyward Sword, these dialogue choices totally mean something.
Okay, so I guess we gotta go talk to the chief.
It's because you're an ace pitcher, it naturally follows that you can throw a yo-yo.
Oh man, it's a close-up.
Dude, this guy talks like William Shatner, I'll tell you that.
I have some bad news. Last night, try not to be too upset,
Your
but...
uncle.
I'm pretty sure that's the objective of the game, so yes.
There's a picture in the instruction manual. It's like Mike going to Coral Cola. Today I landed on Sea Island after a long helicopter ride. The people are very friendly and they all seem to know my uncle. I sure like this village, but I haven't been able to find my uncle anywhere, and no one here seems to know where he is either. These were the days when instruction manuals were cool.
Yeah, there was so much stuff in old manuals.
Why is he talking like William Shatner? Well, you'll have to ask the Mia Hone of this game, whoever designed it.
Find a tunnel in the village. Well, there was one path that was blocked off, so I'm gonna go talk to that guy again.
I heard this game was made by Japanese developers in the US, and it was made for the US and Europe. It was never intended to be released in Japan, and I don't know if it ever was.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Let's take this yo-yo. It's dangerous.
Who are you? I'm the shaman and sister of the island chief.
Now, what do you think she's holding in her hand there?
It's like a staff with a skull on it.
I mean her other hand that she's shaking.
She's holding something?
that actually is her hand, but it looks to me in Ratmus that she's holding a carrot.
Okay, I see how you can see that. Yeah, I didn't see that at first, but now that you say that...
Said it looks like she's holding something else, but me and Ratmus call this... She's saying, eat your vegetables. Eat your vegetables, because she's holding a carrot.
Island sailors look for the Southern Cross. How's saving your data? Wow, a save screen in an NES game. That's interesting.
Yeah, that little message comes up whenever you exit a dungeon or enter a dungeon or whatever it said, because it's saving.
I do remember this music from watching Mist play the game. Just kind of getting accustomed with the controls right now.
Oh man, this is the first, I guess, dungeon. It's probably the best place for me to leave you and get my dinner.
Okay.
You'll have to figure out the first dungeon on your own. Obviously, should be pretty simple, but I'm having spaghetti. It's already cooked. I just had to microwave it, so...
Alright.
Back.
Okay. So we're just bashing some slugs with a yo-yo. She's holding a joint. So I see there are a lot of rooms where you gotta kill all the enemies to advance. In fact, maybe every room in the game works like that. Okay, so you gotta jump off of a platform, even if it's right next to the land. How am I supposed to get up to where that blue one is? Because I can't... Yeah, I can't jump that far. That's instant death. Okay, well, good that I learned that now. So I guess dying takes you back to the beginning of the dungeon. Wait, can my yo-yo reach that far? No, it can't. Oh, okay, so some of these tiles do something when you land on them. I'm learning this game's ins and outs. Do any of these other ones do anything? Okay. There we go. Okay, so that time the door opened because I hit the switch, not because I killed all the enemies. So there are other ways of advancing through rooms besides killing all the enemies. So these ones will move forward a certain amount of spaces, then spin around and change direction, it looks like. Yep, the game is teaching me. Hoppity hoppity hop. Okay, so there's gotta be... Yep. There was no other way to go, so there had to be something hidden. Let's see... Unfortunately, it's pretty easy to turn direction without moving forward, because you have to press the D-pad for a certain amount of time to actually move forward. Kill all rats in the room. Now this is a bigger room than most of the other... Okay, so I found a switch there, and another switch. Oh, there's actually two ways to go here. Let's try left first, because I just usually, if I'm given a choice, I tend to go left first. See, we got some keys here, and I took damage. And this room looks like a skull. Is there anything else in here? Or is it just a troll room?
Here's how I should let you know I'm back.
Okay. Little slugger. Buck is trying to turn this into a modern game.
Only Nintendo would release their games on Xbox Live Arcade. I also have a map of this dungeon open, not that I'm gonna help you.
Another skull room and more keys. Well, they really do move like keys. They move around for a little while and then they stop.
Sure, they're not called keys.
Yeah.
Manual. Called Noctos.
Looks like this is another troll room, so maybe there's another way to go.
And those rat enemies are called Rattus, not to be confused with Ratmus.
Okay, let's get these guys out of the way. Just try jumping on all of these. All the ones I can reach, anyway. There's no way to... Oh, yeah, go up here and jump across. Nothing there. How about the other side? Hey, pizza.
Could be doing this a lot in the game. Looking for switches. Hey,
Aha, here's one. And that opens the door to the north. And there's a treasure chest. Check these panels first. Oh, there's a switch. It changed it into a torch. Or is that... Okay, so switches are required to open chests? And that one opens the way forward.
Yes, there are no keys for treasure chests. Oh, hey, Kendra.
Hey, Kendra. Oh, music changed. There's a snake over there. What are these, ropes?
They're loopers.
Loopers. Oh, like the enemy in Skies of Arcadia. Does that open the chest? Sounds like it. No, it didn't. That opened it. Okay, more torches. Okay, so if I... Okay, yeah, so that's how you change, and you just throw them a certain distance in front of you. I'm guessing they do more damage than the normal weapon. Let's try going up.
Well, if any of us had jobs, it'd be a weekend.
Yeah. Oh, I guess this is a boss.
First boss hype.
Okay, so I guess you gotta hit him when his mouth is open.
I think there's no going back. Is there?
Oh, crap.
Hey, Cobb.
Okay, this is... The mechanics are simple enough, at least. And hey there, Cobb.
And might he be weak to the dungeon item? You want to call that a dungeon item? Hey, Gar. Totally
Oh, hey, Gar.
Kendra slept for 11 hours. It was
Oh, wow. And I guess he's dead.
First dungeon done with. I think Ramus is going to be sad that you missed something.
Oh. Yeah, I did say see that there was a path to the right, but I guess I can't go back now.
It's fun because it was like a bonus area where you could get 2 life potions, but then like it gives you 1 life potion, and then like you get greedy, you get a 2nd life potion, then you get greedy, there's another door, you go in there, it's instant death.
Oh. Wow, you've done it, and I get points.
I love the wow you've done it. Like, I think like the music that's playing is like the overworld music, but it's like so associated to me and Ramus with wow you've done it that like that track is called in iTunes wow you've done it.
Okay, so it looks like items that you've acquired in the dungeon don't carry with you through to the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I'm Babu, Dr. J's assistant. Yes, he did say he had a sub. 1492. That's easy enough to remember. But I'm afraid of, and you're not going to tell me, are you? And he just says the same thing if I talk to him again.
I Wonder if you'll find out later in the plot.
I imagine so. What is this, Rob?
Pick them up on that immediately.
Navcom.
Definitely a better artificial intelligence than Fee, I'll tell you that.
Okay, so I didn't actually have to put the code in myself. It did it automatically.
Gar died there. I guess, I'm not sure, but I guess since it's like a health potion you get in a dungeon, I'm not sure if you can take it out of the dungeon anyway, so...
Oh.
Probably not important.
Across the sea we go.
Chapter 2 hype.
Dolphins. After a few hours' voyage, Subsea is still cruising on the ocean. And I guess I'm in control of the sub myself now. And there's a dolphin. And I can't understand it. Oh, and I have 5